14527 Meandering Way, Dallas, Texas. I just want to quickly say a few things to the court. I very much appreciate the privilege of being able to speak to you today, and I want to say thank you, first of all, for the rules, the code of conduct that was adopted last week. That was a huge step forward. I wish it had been done a bit earlier, but we have it in place now. Thank you very much for being willing to put that forward. But I would like to ask, secondly, that you reconsider the way you enforced those rules last week. It's been much easier, I think, this week. I think there's maybe a change of tone, a change of leadership about that. But as you've seen, there was a great deal of feeling that we were intruding on people's rights to be able to speak their mind to you, their elected officials. And so we appreciate any effort you can take to allow people to vent, to express their feelings. Thirdly, I want to say congratulations to Tony Pippins-Poole. I am an election judge, or I have been an election judge for my precinct for almost 10 years. I look forward to working with Tony. I don't know her well, but I look forward to getting to know her. I'm sorry she's come to office the way she has, but now that she's in this position as the interim director, I promise you I'm going to do everything I can to work with her to make her job a pleasure to her and a blessing to this county. We will be working, I think all of us, many of us, very carefully to make sure that we have fair, transparent elections. That's a big concern to all of us. And so I want to just give notice, we're going to be looking carefully to make sure this is done properly. And then finally, Judge and distinguished commissioners, I just want to say that over the past several weeks, I've gotten to know more about Dallas County than I had in the previous 14 years of living here in Dallas. I've very much appreciated the briefings, the opportunities to see you guys in action, to hear from the staff. The breadth of knowledge connected to the county has been inspiring to me, and something that has inspired me to want to be more involved. And so I plan on coming down here every Tuesday morning and be down here as often as I can get down here to support good, sound government in the county that we all call home. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. May God bless you and this distinguished court, and may God bless Dallas County.
And that concludes our public speakers. Let me take a moment of personal privilege to thank some of the speakers today. I appreciate the more civil tone from some of the speakers, and one thing that's been on my heart, and I'll mirror what Ken said. You know, the people in the Middle East, I know some people that are what do you call it, no longer allowed into their country in Libya. And so I do think freedom of speech and the rights of those people and just freedom and democracy are important. I hope we'll remember all of our brothers and sisters in the Middle East, and particularly in Libya this week, as they battle for their freedom. And I hope that the new democracy that we hope spreads there will be one that is a democracy that respects individual rights. We truly live in a great country here in America, and it would be great if democracy would spread, and every child of God would have that opportunity.
Since you take some personal privilege, I'll take it.
All right, well, let's.
It's interesting everybody wants to talk about number 1, but it took us 13 more members to get to 14.
Well, and with that, if there are no other comments, we will now recess and reconvene in